One of the most common questions we get in regards to strength training is, how long should I rest between my sets? Well, the answer is always the same. It depends on your goal. Say a person wants to improve their upper body strength by way of the bench press. They're going to be lifting subjectively heavy weight, and that weight should be so heavy that they need truly 3 to 5 minutes to recover between that set. The idea behind recovering for 3 to 5 minutes is so you don't overstress that muscle tissue metabolically. Now that's okay for strength, but what about power? Something like a power clean, or a snatch, or another Olympic lift. Well, it's a similar thing as strength. You're lifting relatively heavy weight, really powerfully, really quickly, and so you need a longer rest time for your nervous system and your muscular system to recover fully so you can get the most out of your next set and the most out of that total session. So with power, again, much like strength, you want to have a 3 to 5 minute rest period between your sets. Now, what about muscular endurance? Here, you're operating under a lighter load. You're doing higher repetitions for the purpose of building that muscular tolerance over an extended period of time. Here, you're really only resting 30 to 60 seconds after something like 15 to 20 repetitions. These muscular endurance activities can be whole body, though that bridges more into the conditioning style of things, and it's a whole different conversation. Here, we're talking about a single muscle group working for an extended period of time, building that capacity under a short amount of rest. If you're training for hypertrophy, rest 1 to 2 minutes between your sets to allow for sufficient recovery while also maintaining metabolic stress on the muscle tissue. Now that we've talked about what your rest between your sets needs to look like, let's talk about the fact that you don't necessarily need to be sitting around twiddling your thumbs. You can make use of that time. One of the things we like to do here at Revo is do something skill-driven in between your sets that takes the main muscle group or groups out of the equation. Say I just finished a set of squats. Right now, I'm doing a single leg Palloff press, and it's harder than it looks. My foot, my calf, and my glute are all working really hard in an isometric way to help stabilize my leg so I don't tip over or get pulled that direction. Whatever you choose to work on in between your sets, it should be a low tax on your central nervous system, as well as a low tax on your muscular system, and really should not involve the muscles primarily used in that main lift. The other option is to do nothing at all, and that's okay too. But if you're in a gym full of people, or if you're in a class, or if you just want to get a little bit of extra work in, know that you don't just have to sit on your thumbs. And you can have a lot of different things working in the background where you're acquiring skills or really utilizing different aspects of your muscular system to level yourself up. So, to sum it all up, for strength and power, rest 3 to 5 minutes between your sets to allow for full neuromuscular and central nervous system recovery. That way you can get the most out of your sets. For muscular endurance, you're recovering for 30 to 60 seconds, so you can actually teach that muscle tissue how to operate under duress for a longer period of time.